Hi, passionate Rangers FC fans. Welcome to Rangers Update, your dedicated source for all things Rangers. Before we dive in, we want to express our gratitude for your unwavering support. If you bleed blue, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and let's strengthen our community. Now, let's get into the latest updates. A hearty welcome to our new followers. Your backing means the world to us. Let's get to the news. The Rangers dressing room has been thrown into chaos after explosive comments from manager Danny RÖHL, who reportedly stated he never wants Jack Butland at the club again. Sources close to the Scottish Premiership side suggest tensions have been simmering for weeks, with RÖHL growing increasingly frustrated with the goalkeeper's performances and perceived attitude both on and off the pitch. Insiders hint that the German tactician feels Butland's presence undermines his authority in the squad, and his recent public criticism has only amplified speculation about a potential summer exit. The statement, which was reportedly made during a heated internal meeting, has sent shockwaves through the Scottish football community, with fans and pundits alike questioning what could have led to such an unprecedented declaration. Analysts are now debating whether RÖHL's comments are purely emotional, a tactical ploy to shake up the squad, or a genuine expression of frustration that signals a major transfer decision. The dynamic within the Rangers squad is reportedly delicate, and whispers from the training ground suggest that locker room morale could be affected if Butland remains under contract while facing open hostility from his manager. This situation has all the hallmarks of a football soap opera where personalities clash as much as tactical philosophies. The timing of RÖHL's remarks could hardly be more dramatic, coinciding with speculation surrounding the club's summer transfer plans. Sources close to the board claim that Rangers are exploring options to bring in a goalkeeper who aligns better with RÖHL's vision, one who commands the defense with authority and exudes confidence under pressure. Butland, while experienced at the Premier League level, is rumored to have struggled adapting to the pace and demands of Scottish football, particularly under RÖHL's intense high-press style. The manager's comments have already ignited a frenzy of social media reactions, with supporters taking sides in a debate over whether Butland deserves redemption or should be shown the door. Football insiders note that such public disapproval from a manager is rare in the Premiership, suggesting that the situation is more serious than a typical performance critique. It is also rumored that some of RÖHL's coaching staff are fully aligned with his assessment, giving the impression that Butland's position within the squad is more precarious than ever before. Discussions behind closed doors reportedly involve contingency plans that could see the club pursue a high-profile signing to replace the English goalkeeper. The fallout from RÖHL's statement is expected to dominate Scottish football headlines for weeks, if not months. Analysts are drawing parallels with other high-profile managerial disputes in Europe, highlighting how quickly tensions can escalate when communication between player and manager breaks down. Rangers fans are speculating wildly about potential replacements, with names of goalkeepers from the English Championship and even Bundesliga circulating online. Some suggest that RÖHL's outburst could be a strategic move designed to force Butland into considering a transfer, avoiding a protracted conflict during pre-season preparations. Others argue that such comments risk destabilizing the squad at a critical moment, especially as the team looks to maintain dominance in domestic competitions while preparing for European challenges. Football agents are reportedly monitoring the situation closely, sensing an opportunity to negotiate moves for their clients should Butland become available. Meanwhile, club insiders emphasize that nothing has been formally decided yet, but the air of inevitability surrounding a potential departure is growing with every passing day. The spectacle unfolding at Ibrox Stadium is proving irresistible for media outlets and fans hungry for drama. Speculation is mounting that RÖHL's issues with Butland go beyond the pitch, with rumors hinting at clashes over training methods and professional discipline. Some sources suggest that the German manager prioritizes a level of intensity and focus in practice that Butland has allegedly struggled to match consistently, leading to mounting frustration behind the scenes. The goalkeeper, known for his calm presence under pressure in previous clubs, reportedly found RÖHL's tactical demands challenging, particularly his insistence on precise ball distribution from the back and proactive sweeper-keeper duties. Observers note that this type of tactical friction is common when a young manager imposes a strict philosophy on established players, but the bluntness of RÖHL's public statements has amplified the perception of conflict. Fans and pundits alike are dissecting training footage and match performances for evidence, while tabloids in Scotland are predicting a summer saga that could rival some of the league's most dramatic transfer stories. The emotional intensity surrounding the situation is undeniable, suggesting that both RÖHL and Butland are unlikely to let the matter fade quietly. Even casual supporters are now following the story with rapt attention, highlighting how a single comment can ignite a wave of speculation across the footballing world. RÖHL's background as a young, ambitious manager is central to understanding his approach at Rangers, and his unwillingness to tolerate players who do not align with his visions is consistent with his previous roles in Germany. At only 37, RÖHL is determined to stamp his authority on every aspect of the squad, and insiders suggest he views any form of resistance, perceived or real, as a challenge to his leadership. Butland, with his Premier League pedigree and high-profile experience, may have inadvertently clashed with RÖHL's modern, high-intensity methods, creating a perfect storm of tension. The manager's uncompromising stance is rumored to extend to other areas of the squad, where players are being measured not just on results, but on their commitment to his philosophy. This level of scrutiny is unusual for the Premiership, leading some to speculate that Rangers could be entering a period of major transition, both on the field and in terms of squad composition. European scouts are reportedly taking note of the turmoil, with potential signings observing how RÖHL manages internal conflict. The manager's desire for total alignment has made headlines across Scottish sports media, fueling further speculation about whether Butland's time at the club can survive the manager's exacting standards. Insiders suggest that the next few weeks could be decisive in determining the future of Jack Butland at Rangers. With the summer transfer window approaching, club executives are reportedly weighing the pros and cons of keeping a goalkeeper whose manager has publicly denounced him. The delicate balancing act involves considering Butland's experience and technical ability against the potential disruption his continued presence could cause in the squad. Fans are split, with some advocating for patience and redemption, while others side with RÖHL's tough love approach, believing the manager must have full control to achieve long-term success. Meanwhile, speculation continues about which goalkeepers might be approached to fill a potential vacancy, with names from both domestic leagues and abroad being suggested as possible replacements. The drama surrounding Butland and RÖHL has turned what might have been a routine pre-season into a full-blown narrative and engaging supporters and media alike. Every training session and press briefing is now dissected for clues, creating an atmosphere of constant tension and anticipation. The ongoing saga promises to dominate Scottish football headlines as fans wait to see whether the manager's explosive statement will translate into action. The uncertainty surrounding Jack Butland's future at Rangers has reportedly sparked discussions at the highest level of the club, with board members weighing the implications of siding with the manager versus retaining a high-profile goalkeeper. Rumours circulating among insiders suggest that some executives are concerned about the potential backlash from supporters if Butland were to be pushed out, especially given his Premier League experience and reputation. At the same time, RÖHL's camp is said to be insistent that any compromise could undermine the manager's authority, with one source claiming that the German tactician views a clear stance as essential for long-term success. Football analysts have highlighted similar scenarios in other leagues where managerial disputes over players have led to dramatic departures and unexpected transfers, often reshaping the trajectory of a team. Meanwhile, speculation continues about whether Butland himself might actively seek a move to avoid a season under a manager openly hostile to his presence. Agents and intermediaries are reportedly monitoring every statement and hint, eager to capitalize on a potential negotiation, while supporters debate passionately online about the ethics of a manager publicly denouncing a squad member. The tension has created an atmosphere of heightened scrutiny around every training session, with players reportedly feeling the pressure to fully align with RÖHL's philosophy, amplifying the stakes of the ongoing saga. Reports suggest that the ripple effect of RÖHL's comments could extend beyond Butland, potentially influencing the club's approach to future transfers and squad planning. Sources claim that scouts are being briefed to prioritize players who fit the manager's high-intensity system, particularly goalkeepers who are comfortable playing as an active part of the defense rather than merely reacting to threats. The emphasis on tactical compatibility appears to be reshaping recruitment strategies, with potential signings analyzed not only for ability, but for temperament and adaptability under RÖHL's demanding regime. Football pundits speculate that this could signal a broader philosophical shift at Rangers, where the manager's preferences dictate personnel decisions more than ever before. The situation has drawn comparisons to high-profile European clubs where managers have successfully implemented total control, sometimes at the cost of short-term stability, but often producing long-term results. Meanwhile, Butland's position remains uncertain, and insiders suggest that even a single misstep or perceived lack of commitment could trigger a chain reaction, with the club swiftly moving to replace him. The media frenzy shows no signs of abating, with Scottish sports outlets dissecting every subtle gesture from both player and manager, turning what might have been a quiet pre-season into a high-stakes drama watched closely across Europe. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. Meanwhile, speculation regarding potential replacements for Jack Butland is rife, with numerous names being thrown into the mix by agents, pundits, and supporters alike. Rumours have linked Rangers to goalkeepers from the English Championship, Bundesliga, and even Serie A, suggesting that the club is prepared to explore both domestic and international markets to secure a player compatible with RÖHL's style. Some sources hint that the ideal candidate would possess not only technical excellence but also leadership qualities, someone capable of commanding the defensive line while thriving under intense pressure. Analysts note that finding such a goalkeeper mid-transfer window could prove challenging, adding urgency to the club's internal deliberations. Meanwhile, insiders claim that Butland's camp is already exploring potential exit routes, with whispers of interest from other Premiership clubs and even some European sides. The drama has led to a surge of social media speculation, with fan forums buzzing with debates over who could be the next custodian at Ibrox. Every training session and press briefing is being scrutinized for clues, with subtle body language and offhand remarks analyzed for signs of shifting loyalties or emerging tensions. The combination of managerial authority, player reaction, and potential transfers has created a narrative that rivals the most sensational stories in Scottish football history. The pressure on the Rangers squad is reportedly intensifying, with players being reminded that alignment with RÖHL's philosophy is non-negotiable. Sources indicate that the German manager has been conducting one-on-one meetings with key players, emphasizing discipline, focus, and tactical obedience, while using Butland's situation as an example of the standards expected within the team. Analysts have speculated that such an approach, while effective in establishing authority, could create internal friction if players perceive it as public shaming or undue pressure. Rumors suggest that even players not directly involved in the dispute are feeling the tension, adjusting their behavior to avoid being caught on the wrong side of the manager. The ripple effects could extend to pre-season preparations, where team morale and cohesion are crucial, potentially influencing performance in competitive fixtures. Fans and media commentators alike have been quick to draw parallels with other European clubs where early season conflicts escalated into broader squad unrest, highlighting the delicate balance managers must strike between authority and diplomacy. Despite the controversy, insiders note that the club remains committed to supporting RÖHL's vision, underlining the importance of a unified approach if Rangers are to achieve long-term domestic and European ambitions. The unfolding situation is shaping up as one of the most captivating narratives in Scottish football, combining managerial strategy, player psychology, and potential transfer drama into a single story. Observers suggest that Butland's personal response to the situation could be pivotal, with sources hinting that the goalkeeper's next moves may determine not only his own future, but also the broader direction of Rangers' squad. Rumours indicate that if Butland opts to challenge RÖHL publicly or push back internally, the manager could escalate matters, potentially accelerating transfer plans or enforcing stricter discipline measures. Conversely, a quiet acceptance of the situation might allow for reconciliation, but insiders suggest that RÖHL's patience is limited and the manager may be unwilling to tolerate perceived resistance for long. Football pundits are analyzing every press statement, training clip, and interview for signs of how the standoff might evolve, drawing comparisons with previous high-profile disputes in European football. Speculation continues that Butland's camp is in talks with multiple clubs, exploring options that would allow the goalkeeper to maintain a high profile while leaving a potentially toxic environment behind. Meanwhile, the broader Rangers squad is reportedly bracing for further developments, with players acutely aware that loyalty and alignment with the manager could influence their own roles within the team. The interplay of a personal ambition and managerial authority and club strategy has created a narrative that captivates supporters journalists, and the footballing world alike. Greetings, fans. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.